Hello and welcome back to I Wear My Watches. Today, we'll be discussing on my latest acquisition, the recently released Tudor Blackbay 58 Taupe, or otherwise known as the 925 Silver Blackbay 58. It's very hard for me to pronounce this word, and hence I'm just going to call it silver for this whole video for now. What makes this watch so special is that it's actually not stainless steel. In fact, the 925 Blackbay 58 is actually silver, or more precisely, silver alloy. Tudor has guaranteed that this watch will not turn black as how normal 925 silver does, as it has created this silver alloy for this iteration of the Blackbay 58. It's amazing that Tudor has done what they have done here, as they have essentially created a precious metal watch and offer it at a very competitive and affordable pricing. When you hear about precious metal watches, it's the same as wearing a gold watch or a platinum watch. Never have we actually heard about a watch company creating and using silver as the material for modern watchmaking. In terms of the aesthetics, I do love the low-key color, which in this iteration of the Blackbay 58 looks similarly familiar towards the vintage Submariner fade, in which this watch creates a very low profile. The original Blackbay was very respectable in terms of being a homage to the original sub, while the blue Blackbay 58 was a very loud watch, and now Tudor has created the 925 Silver Blackbay 58, which is much more of a low-key watch. Personally, I would even go towards the extent of saying that the low-key colorway would even attract more attention, as rarely have we actually seen a watch in this colorway. Kudos to Tudor for leading the way in terms of material innovation, in which something its older sister brand Rolex has not been willing to do recently. Under different lighting condition, the watch does appear to be sometimes brownish, while sometimes in a very light silver. I've noticed that this to be a very common trait among the Blackbay 58, which sometimes for the blue one you do see that it appears to be sky blue, while in some other lighting condition it looks to be a very darker shade of blue, and this is something which I highly welcome. One of the main talking points about this watch was about its open case back. Personally, I'm not a very big fan of this open case back, as I believe that if as a company you want to create an open case back, at least decorate the movement. Here you can actually see a very plain and simple movement. No doubt it's very reliable and accurate, but aesthetically it's just too dull. I would have really hoped Tudor would at least decorate the rotor, maybe add a speck of gold or something interesting as towards an engraving. At this stage, I would rather prefer Tudor to keep it as a closed back, but I do get why Tudor went this route, as asking for open case back has been one of the most common comments in their Instagram page. Overall, this is a very pleasant watch, and I'm glad to add it into my collection. Will I recommend this watch? Definitely. It's one of the best releases of 2021 for me personally, and it's also one of the best releases Tudor has done up to this date. It's so weird and quirky that they chose to use silver as a material for this watch. Tudor has also really hit its high point for 2021 with all its new novelties released for this year, ranging from this 925 Blackbay 58 to the more recently released chronograph Panda and reverse Panda, which I'm pretty sure has a very long waiting list currently. I've heard that many dealers in my country has hit its maximum booking quota for 2021. Hence, if you do not want to get disappointed, I do suggest you to get the deposit down right away. I might be considering to sell this watch if the price is right, but one of the most common comments or feedback I would have preferred Tudor to have done is to come with a steel or maybe a silver alloy bracelet. I'm not the biggest fan of a NATO strap or a leather strap, but at this moment of time, this is the only two options available, and I think that the reason Tudor has not done a bracelet is because silver is actually a very heavy metal compared to stainless steel, and the whole watch might actually increase in price and might just turn off a normal consumer. At the end of the day, I do hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys again.